I've got a flake here, and I couldn't care less. That's how excited I am right now, and I love flakes.
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious!
Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992, and today we're back for another brand new video. Today's video, we're here just to celebrate. Just honestly, that's all I can really do. I could sit here for 5 to 6 minutes, or 10, if I wanted to get some adverts, and just sit here and smile. I genuinely think I'd be happy with it. I'm just so proud of the boys. There's so much I want to talk about. There's so many players that's played well. Back on task though, I just want to say thank you so much for continuing to smash that 1000k mark. And it's just, you can see the impact it's already having on the channel as we are less than 30 away from 19k. That's just incredible. Thank you so much, nation. Let's keep that momentum going. Let's just jump to today's video, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Rangers 3, Maribor 1. One absolutely amazing result. And I'm going to be honest with you, that second half, and even a couple of chances in the first half, this could have just been anything we wanted it to be. We absolutely smashed them for large majorities of the game. There was about 10-15 minutes spell where they actually battled back in the first half, and it looked like they were going to take over the tie. But apart from that, when we went in from a first half, we just came out and we just won the game. It was unbelievable. I've never been so proud of a Rangers performance in a very, very long time, because you saw everyone was expecting a very tough game because they know how good Maribor is. They are a very, very, very talented side, and they were favourites to beat us, let's be fair, and they just weren't. Alright, we had so many opportunities. We won 3-1 at home. We go into the second leg now with a lot of confidence. We're missing a key player in Ryan Jack, and yet we still performed like that. Oh, I just couldn't be happier. Honestly, I just cannot be happier. Honestly, what is your initial thoughts in this football game? Because normally I ask at the end, but I just genuinely want to see the comments. I'm really in a good mood. Let's talk about some of the players that actually made it. I think it was a very team effort. It was a collective effort, each and every single player. But to stop the length from being 15-20 minutes long, I'm just going to talk about my 3 man of the matches. Honestly, I had 3. I can't pick it between any of them, and I refused to. Because the 3 of them were honestly unbelievable. Let's start off with the first one. That's going to be Captain Tav, the man who's been under a lot of transfer speculation. Was it going to affect his performance? Has his head been turned by West Brom? No, it hasn't. Tav's put one of his best performances in he's ever had. Clinical with the penalty, he's just Mr. Consistent. I'd like to give him a wee penalty challenge to see who could win. Who do you think would win? Me or him? No, edit that out. My ego couldn't handle it. That's the only thing I've got left, is penalties. It wasn't just his attacking outlet. He had a very, very good shot saved by the goalkeeper and a couple of key forward passes. It was actually his defending which really impressed me today. I thought he was, took full control. It looked like he's seen the speculation. He obviously knows about it and wanted to prove a point that he's the Rangers captain and he deserves more respect than a £3 million bid. He was commanding in the challenges, he was screaming, he was very, very vocal. This might actually be Tav's best performance overall. I know he had some fantastic games against Hibs, that especially at Hampden, everyone sort of goes to that. But against the level of opposition we played today, I think it was his best performance, not only offensively, but defensively. So shout out to Captain Tav, I'm just absolutely in love. Number 2 is just going to be Koulibaly. Just Koulibaly was brilliant, just in every sense of the word. Every time they went forward, he just won the ball. Just cleanly, whether he's needing to stand on his feet, he stood on his feet. If he had to go to the ground, he'd done it. This high press that we were doing, especially in the first 15-20 minutes, he was the leader of that, because he just won the ball every time they got it. They were absolutely terrified. And even when he went down injured around about the 70th minute, we were all terrified because we were like, oh no, this guy's just putting an absolute blinder. What is it days? You can see him arguing, well, no arguing, but you can see him having a discussion with Gerrard saying, no, I want to play, I don't want to come off. Kenny saying, let me back on. So Gerrard lets him come back on. What happens 3 or 4 minutes later? He just shoulders it in with the injured shoulder. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, that's what he done. It was that shoulder, wasn't it? And I'm not even doing the Koulibaly performance justice, if I'm honest. He just ran the entire line for the party, just non-stop. I think if the game was still going on just now, he'd still be doing laps around everyone. Just what an absolute unbelievable performance, with how much we were missing Ryan Jack in that first half. And we were genuinely missing Ryan Jack at key moments in the game. I thought Koulibaly showed why the Ryan Jack-Koulibaly partnership is going to be absolutely phenomenal. He held the ship together tonight, and when Jack comes back, can you just imagine when they both play like that? Can you? That spells 55 to me. And the last one on my list, and the last person I'm actually going to talk about today, is going to be none other than 55 pence heat, Alfredo Morelos. Now, being honest, last year he had a couple of performances like this where he was very, very aggressive out in the channels, he won the ball a lot, he created things, he just didn't score, and I says that's not good enough. But you know what is good enough? When he's scoring goals. That's when all the other stuff that he does just magnifies him above everyone else, because now that he's putting the ball in the back of the net, doing the most important job in football, the other stuff is just icing on the cake. And just what a solid, soldier-esque performance from him. The second goal that we got with the penalty is all down to him. There's not one other player in our team that can get that penalty, because he wins it, keeps it strong, and obviously they pull him back and we get given a penalty. I know it's weird getting fouls, isn't it? And I just thought Alfredo Morelos again led the line very strong, took his goal well where it was just in the right place at the right time. There is a little bit of negative from him. The offside. For the love of God, someone teach him how to be onside. Just once. Because we should have killed that game off in the first half when we had basically a sweaty goal opportunity with Candeas and Morelos one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Candeas slid it across and Morelos was offside, rolled it in the net. They went down the park and scored. So that was a bit of a downer on the overall performance. But no, I refuse to speak criticism on this man tonight. I just refuse to do it. I honestly, I may be being biased just now with how happy I am with Rangers' performance. But yeah, I just refuse to take digs at anyone else. But to wrap this whole thing up, it was a very collective performance. Those three stole the headlines, but the rest of them I thought played very well. A couple of not so great performances, like they weren't all fantastic. But you know what I mean? You're not going to get that in football. You're not going to have 11 players playing a 9 out of 10. You're going to have the 7s and the 6s, whatever. But when they needed to do it, when they needed to make a pass, every single person was able to, and I couldn't be prouder of the Rangers boys tonight. And yeah, I'm just so hyped up. I need some drinks. Okay, drinks. So grab your refreshments and your beverages, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the sponsor break. 3, 2, 1, sponsor break. Iron Brew. So ladies and gentlemen, let's jump to the Twitter poll and get the people's opinion, just like I've asked for your opinion just now if you're watching this video. And if you don't mind smashing that like button, let's just smash 638 votes. Can we do that, please? It's only been up 15 minutes. 638 votes in 50 minutes. The people have spoken, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see what people's got to say. The three that I listed was obviously Tav, Koulibaly and Morelos. 2% voted for other, 17% voted for Tav, 25% voted for Morelos, but 56% of the votes goes with Koulibaly. And let's see what the people's opinions got to say. Suzanne says, spend all sorts of money on Koulibaly right now. What a player. I don't want to speak too soon, but another one of those performances next week and we are into the playoffs, which I like, Suzanne. I like it a lot. Love the positivity. That's what I like to see. Ewan says, Koulibaly is my man of the match. Even if he didn't score, he would have still have been, which would have been fair, because even if he didn't score, he was still going to be in my poll. I just realised I picked the 3 goal scorers. That's not why I picked them. The performances overall was spectacular. With a stud of a performance, game was good all around, but we should have had Sadiq on earlier. Also, Sadiq should have scored because that was a blatant dive from their centre-back, but I give the performance an 8 out of 10. Fair enough, mate. Stevie Brown says, Koulibaly for me was a rock, and to get a goal topped it all off. It was a Ryan Jack standard of performance, and I love that, Stevie Brown. Healthy Telfer, one of the OGs of the channel, says, Tav for me, thought he was class tonight. Prosy says, first half Tav, Koulibaly won the second half, which is fine. Kyle at Kyle2801 says just yes. Shame about the silly goal though. Fair enough. Sonny Stevenson says I chose other, and that was Andy Halliday. There's always one. Always one. Graham Dirty says all 3 were excellent, but Windass was unplayable. Yeah, we're not going to go there. It's too soon. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Tony Wilson says, this is harder than deciding who you love more, Walter Smith or Stevie G. I can't decide. It's Walter Smith, but Stevie G's close. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, pick don't know who. Oh, he's just ripped the piss at me there. Brilliant. Kyle Morgan Rees says, if I came home and Morelos was in bed with my bird, I would iron his clothes before he went home. Jamie Shepherd says, better than I'd hoped. Maribor went to be underestimated, so I'll gladly take 2-0 up. And the last 2 that I'll read out come from Jamie G says Koulibaly because he scored with his injured shoulder. And damn it, I've clicked off it. Quickly find it again, quickly. There's pressure on me, I feel it. Duncan McRae says, thought that was a real solid performance tonight. Koulibaly outstanding in midfield, back four terrific. Alfredo roughing them up front as well. I know it's early, but it's looking good, CJ, and that's just a perfect place to end. Just positive thoughts. And how are you feeling about the result? Does it set us up for a good start in the second leg, and would you keep the start of the 11? If there's any negatives, make sure to be firing them down below. But for honest with you, there was a couple of players I thought didn't play spectacular, but I'm not even going to dig in at them. It's just, I just want to enjoy the happiness. Can I just enjoy the happiness? You know what I mean? I'll be CJ92. In the link in the description, there will be a link to a charity football game. There's been so many tickets bought in the last couple of days, so thank you so much, Novo Nation. Let's just keep that going. We're almost getting it sold out. Let's just keep pushing it and pushing and pushing. I'll be CJ92. I think I've already said that, but thank you for watching, and bye-bye.